Hello, everybody. Good afternoon, and welcome to today's live trading session. And we're just going to be starting up immediately. I've just been getting a lot of messages. I can't hear anything. I can't see anything. I believe, come on, when you were writing that, did you check the time at all? All right. That is by the way. Okay. So, how have you been doing? You know, the meeting starts by 3 o'clock, and once it's three, and the class is on, there is no how someone will not say something. All right. So, that's by the way. Mr. Jerry, good afternoon. Hmm. Okay. Today has actually been a very quiet day in the markets. It's been a very quiet day. There've not really been any major activity, and it's just gonna be but of course, this afternoon, volatility is stepping into the market. All right, so we're just gonna be starting from there. First of all, checking on the fundamentals that are coming out, and hope you know what tomorrow is. Tomorrow is CPI, and is by 2:30 p.m. All right, so we are gonna be tomorrow's class is going to be by 2 p.m. instead of 3 o'clock. All right, and of course you know the reason. All right, we want to trade together for CPI. All right, so if you want to be part of the CPI trading, do well to join us tomorrow by 2 p.m. And of course, you know how the trade went the last time during that is on Friday's NFP. It was a good and a huge profitable day for every single one of us. And congratulations to those of you that made some good profit. And I hope you were able to set up those trades. I really hope you were able to set up those trades. All right. And we're just gonna be getting started. Looking through my chart, my screen, you'll see that we have a couple of high impact news that are coming out tomorrow. All right. The attention is gonna actually be focused on tomorrow. And you know how it always, in fact, I remember I told you at the beginning of this month, I told you that this month is not just gonna be like any of those months that you've seen. December, it's always a special month. And I showed you that there is just going to be some volatilities that will just pop up in the market, especially at the early hours of the day, number one, between 2 o'clock to 3:30. And then, of course, within from 5 o'clock, all right, you're just going to be seeing some volatilities, just something just popping up in the market. All right. And it's actually that is how it's going to be working. And I also mentioned that the volatilities for this month, especially when it comes to the high impact news, they are going to be really, really, really something. All right. There are always going to be some massive moves, especially when it comes to some of those high impact news. All right. If you feel that NFP has not really been volatile for a while, well, December's NFP is going to be volatile. If you also feel that CPI is not always volatile as before, well, you probably would have to also check out for this month CPI. It's always going to be some volatile period. All right, so be on the lookout, and then let's see how the market is actually going to play out. And I actually feel that the probability or the volatility on this particular instrument, especially for this month, they are really going to be something really, really good. All right. So that's what I'm telling you. Tomorrow by 2 p.m., do well to join us, and let's also take some trades and make some profit together. All right. But then today, what are we actually expecting today? Looking through the chart. All right. Looking through the Forex Factory, you discover that there is no any major news today, apart from the one that already came out. Today is Monday. All right. Apart from the US news that came out that is coming out around 7 p.m. This evening, and it's about the 10-year bond yield. All right, there's going to be a record on the 10-year bond yield that's going to be coming out. And of course, that volatility is going to be from that 7 p.m. So it doesn't really have any much effect in the market for now. Then you also have um the one that's coming out by 11:20 p.m. also, which is the AUD USD, the Reserve Bank of Australian governor is also going to be having a speech by that time. So with all this, well, you already know that today is just going to be a very quiet day. So every single thing that we've been seeing, all the activities of the market today has been fully technical, all right? It's been technically driven, all right? That's why you could see US 100 buying and US 30 selling, or gold selling and then dollar also selling. That is because every single thing has actually been based on the technical aspect of it. There've not really been any fundamental. Fundamental is the only thing that drives all these trades at the same this thing in the same part. But for technical, every month we on is on its own. They said no man is an island, but when it comes to technical, trust me, everybody they're their own. All right. So that is what the market has actually been doing. So there's no major fundamental today. But tomorrow, you know that tomorrow is actually a different day, which is on Tuesday by 2:30, you're going to be seeing some CPI, core CPI from the US and CPI monthly data, and of course the CPI yearly data. Then also by 7 p.m. also, you're also going to be having the bond yield. All right. So the bond yield, it actually covers for it's going to be a 2-day event. So today and tomorrow, you're going to be having the bond yield results. And of course, with bond yield, an increment in bond yield definitely is going to make the prices of it's going to make the price to really go up. All right, so you're going to be expecting some increment in the prices of dollar, or in the demand for dollar, or in the strength of dollar when the bond yield actually goes up. So that's what we're looking at for today and tomorrow. So with that in mind, let's just go to our chart and see what we've got there. All right, so just okay, so here we go. Now, starting up first with dollar index. All right, dollar index has, if you check today, dollar index has actually started up on a very started up with a very good buy, but along the line it dropped. The strength dropped, but for the period, it's actually been consolidating just within these regions. There's been a massive consolidation. It has not been able to break above a particular resistance around that particular price level. There is a price level that this instrument has not been able to break above. And with that in mind, you are not actually just going to be expecting it to break. Of course, the verified resistance, and I believe you can see it there. All right. So this is the verified resistance I'm talking about. All right. So they've been what was it called? This is it. It's the market has been dancing around here, and this is on a 1 hour time frame. This is on a 1 hour time frame. All right. So price was not able to break above here when it got to this point. All right. Here also price was unable to break above it. Then same thing around here, and of course today also. So this is already a proven resistance, and everybody is looking forward to here to seeing what is going to be happening next, whether price is going to be able to break above it, or if there's going to be a reversal. But then, what do you think? What do you think? I think, technically speaking, I'm expecting the market to actually bounce off from this region. But before we do that, before we conclude, let's quickly go to daily time frame. Remember, we're actually dealing with this on technically. All right. I remember when something I told you some time back that when you go to daily time frame and you see a resistance, and then you go to 4 hours time frame and you see a resistance, then you go to 1 hour time frame and then see a resistance, and then go to 30 minutes time frame and see a resistance at the same level, then it means that that resistance is actually a very strong resistance. All right. Now, if you check all these resistance almost on all the time frames, you're going to discover that all of them are there. All right. On 5 minutes, 15 minutes time frame is there. Okay, let's start from 5 minutes time frame. 5 minutes time frame, you could see is a proven resistance right there. All right, so let me just rule a line. I don't like using this in 1 minute, so I'm just going to be ending at 5 minutes. So I'm going to rule a line, double lines around here. Then I'll rule a double line on this one also. So this is what I planned on doing. So this is it on 5 minutes time frame. Our attention is on this verified, on this proven resistance up there. So going to 15 minutes time frame, you could see at the same spot is a verified resistance, right? Now, also going to 30 minutes time frame, you'll see it as a verified resistance at the same point. And then at this downside also, you could see there is also a verified support. But is the verified support there on 15 minutes time frame? The answer is yes. There is also a verified support there on 15 minutes time frame. Now let's go to 1 hour time frame. You discover that the verified support is gone on 1 hour time frame, but the verified resistance is still very much there. And now is a proven resistance, even though it has gone a little bit up, but all this region is actually one marks up for the proven resistance. So let me just put another line at this top also. This region is the proven resistance region, right? Now let's go to 4 hours time frame. You will see it is still the same region, proven resistance. This one is now a verified resistance just there. Then on daily time frame, you see it, trunk resistance all there. All right. If you also check it out on weekly time frame, all right, now there is nothing there. All right. It tells you that every single time frame from 5 minutes time frame to daily time frame, there is a resistance there. There's a resistance there. And the probability of price just breaking above that resistance might be a little bit difficult. So what you're going to be experiencing is going to be, if it's technically speaking, you're going to be experiencing a better of a sell on this particular instrument. So I'm expecting it to actually have more of a sell trend. Now let's use another indicator to actually, we're going to be using 2 indicators to look at it. Number one is the ADX. We're going to use ADX to check the probability of this instrument. Now for the ADX, it's giving you a no trade region. It's giving you a no trade region, but the moving average, 21 period moving average is directly below the price, pushing the price up. So it means that the price is actually resting below above the 21 period moving average and below the proven resistance on 1 hour time frame. So it means that this one is not giving us a clear-cut direction of what we should do. All right. So, but then let's also go to, let's use IPM indicator. All right, now IPM indicator is, of course, that's giving you a sell reversal at this point. This is the black ball, the red ball giving you a sell reversal. And here is a dark cloud giving you also a sell reversal. So the probability of you actually having the market selling is going to be higher. All right, now you could see at this region, you could see clearly that the market has already given you a little bit of a reversal here, even though the 21 period moving average also is still below the price and it's still pushing price up. But the highest the price is going to buy is to this point. So I personally, I'm going to be advising anyone that wants to take up any trade on this particular instrument is that you allow it to set up a 21 period moving average there and allow it to break below the 21 period moving average, then follow up the sell. Allow it to go below your set a 21 period moving average there. All right. Then allow it to break below the 21 period moving average, then enter an instant sell and then follow it all the way down. But if peradventure it goes above that proven resistance, just know that dollar is going to be get massively strong. But I personally, I feel that this particular instrument is not going to be doing any major buy for today. So expect it to go down for a sell direction. All right. So even if you see it buying, it might just be for a very short while, so a short time. But I would not advise anybody to go in for this thing. I'm not expecting anybody to go in for a buy on this particular instrument. So hold on for it and allow the breakout. Allow the breakout. All right. Rule the lines the same way I ruled it. Then monitor it for the breakout before taking up any position. So with that in mind, dollar index, I would not advise anybody to trade on it this afternoon. I would not advise anybody to trade on it this afternoon. So coming down to Euro USD, I'm going to be trading on Euro USD when price goes below this particular region. And I feel like it's going to do that. All right. It's also going to do that. I personally, I would have said, okay, fine, let's just go in for a buy on Euro USD since dollar is already, looking at a sell. But I wouldn't want to do that also. Why? Because remember I told you that there is no any clear-cut direction on that dollar index. And I said, don't trade on it. So if that is going to be the case, it means that for Euro USD also, I would not be entering any instant trading. Rather than I'll be going in for a pending order on Euro USD. Euro USD, I would have done that on this or that on dollar index, but dollar index is not giving us the exact thing that I want. Dollar index is not giving us the exact pattern that I want. So we're going to be leaving that for now. So with that in mind, let's take a pending order on Euro USD. Don't worry, we're going to enter a lot of instant trading today. But first of all, on Euro USD, I'll be going in for a pending order. So it's a buy stop and a sell stop. All right, buy stop and a sell stop for Euro USD. So, and the entry position for the buy is at price 1.07633. All right, 1.07633. 1.07633 is the entry position for the buy. All right, 1.07633 is the entry position for the buy. Then you have the take profit to be at 1.07721. 1.07721. That is the take profit for the buy. 1.07721 is the take profit for the buy. All right, that is the take profit for the buy. 1.07721. Okay. Now let's go to the sell. The sell position is 1.07475. 1.07475. That is my entry position for the sell. That is my entry position for the sell. Let me take it again. 1.07475. 1.07475. And the TP is 1.07354. 1.07354. 1.07354. That is my take profit for the Euro USD sell. Okay, so with that being said, let's quickly go to USD JPY. I will actually be going in for an instant sell on USD JPY. All right, I'm going to be going in for an instant sell on USD JPY. Now, that is just for the moment, okay? Now, remember that this particular instrument is already resting on a proven resistance. Now, first of all, let's check it out on 1 hour time frame and see what we've also got on 1 hour time frame. This is 1 hour time frame. It's already, let me okay, great. Now, this is how it's looking like on 1 hour time frame. A bounce off from this region. All right, so I'm going to be giving you an entry position. I'll be giving you a take profit, and I'll also be giving you a stop loss just in case. All right, just in case. On that note, my entry position for this instrument, of course, I told you that I'm going in for an instant sell on USD JPY. I'll be going in for what? An instant sell. All right, my TP is going to be at price 145, 145.652. 145.652 is my take profit. But then my stop loss for this instrument is just above that turncoat resistance at price 146.677. 146.677. That is my stop loss. Let me call it again. My take profit for USD JPY is 145.652. 145.652, and the stop loss is 146.677. That is what I am looking out for on this particular instrument. So for USD JPY, I am going in for a sell. I'm going in for an instant sell. All right. Remember, I checked it out both on 30 minutes time frame and 1 hour time frame. All are actually giving me the exact same direction. On 30 minutes time frame, you could clearly see that it's bouncing off from a verified resistance. So just above that verified resistance is a stop loss, and all the way down here is a take profit. But you don't necessarily need to stay until it gets to that take profit for you to close up your trade. But I feel that it should be able to make you some good amount of money. All right, so coming down to USD CAD, the same thing we did for Euro USD is also what we're going to be doing on USD CAD. But of course, it's on 30 minutes time frame. But first of all, let's take a look at it on 1 hour time frame and see on 1 hour time frame. This is how the instrument is actually looking like. All right, there is a verified support just down here, and there is also a proven resistance up there, even though the proven resistance is still very much far away from where the market price or where the current price is. Thank you for doing that. Just click it once and it will be thank you. That is fine. All right. All right, so let's go ahead. Now, for the USD CAD, I will actually be going in for a sell because I feel that the market is still going to push down to this point, but here is too small to risk it. All right, the risk to reward ratio on this particular trade, it's not worth that stress. All right, the risk to reward ratio is not worth that stress. So instead of trying to risk more just to gain little, it's better we risk little and then gain much, right? So that's actually what I'm looking out for. I would have just said, okay, fine. But on 30 minutes time frame, it's actually looking so juicy, and someone can easily enter some trade just within this point, and then before it gets to this point, you could have just actually grabbed like 7 pips. But I don't want us to do that. 7 pips is not worth the stress, all right? So I'm going to be doing going to be doing it like this. First of all, let me just wipe all this stuff all over again. I think there are some resistance that are just there for the day's sake. All right. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at for. Remember, we're looking at for a pending order on USD CAD. I sent it to you on Friday, and I sent it personally. I sent it to you directly via chat. I don't know if it was you or someone else, but then I think it was you. I sent it to you personally, so I don't know. Maybe you sent the same message and left or something. All right. So for USD CAD, it's gonna be the entry position, the buy stop is going to be at price 1.35824. 1.35824. All right, let's just quickly take this one because it's almost time for we need to rush to indices. All right, 1.35824 is the entry position, 1.35824, and then the TP is 1.35944. 1.35944. 1.35944. That is the entry position and the take profit for USD CAD. Then the sell position is 1.35490. All right. 1.75490. That is the entry position for the sell. And the TP is going to be at price 1.35387. 1.35387. 1.35387. All right. 1.35387. Thank you very much, Mr. Jerry, for helping out others. Thank you. Okay, so I'll just call it again. 1.35490, the sell entry, and the TP is 1.35387. Okay, so going down to one of my favorite instruments also is USD, GBP USD. Yeah, GBP USD. I am going in for an instant sell on this particular instrument. You know that this instrument has actually been very, very weak for a very long time now. It's been selling massively, and of course, the government of Britain, they don't really know what to do with their currency right now. So it will keep on selling. So I am going in for a sell also on this particular instrument. On GBP USD, I'm going in for a sell, and my TP is at price 1.25500. 1.255 1.25500. Let me call it again. 1.25500. That is the take profit for USD, for GBP USD. GBP USD, I'm going in for a sell. GBP USD, I am going in for a sell. All right. And my TP is going to be at price 1.25500. 1.25500. Okay. All right. Then you have to give me a reason why you need it. So I would have to. Or you can always ask your account manager. You can ask your account manager for my contact. They will most likely give you. All right. So just ask your account manager for my contact. Okay, so for this last instrument, AUD USD, it's also going to be a pending order and is well set. Is well set for breakout. Both of them is just dancing in between a weak resistance and a verified support. So it is set for a breakout. So, and what is the breakout? Either above here or below this point. And I told you that in this kind of situation, just anytime you see it, anytime you see this kind of setup, just set up a pending order or allow it to break. Once it goes above, then it's perfect. You can just go ahead. All right. All right. So you can just go ahead. All right. So I said GU, that is GBP USD. I am going in for an instant sell. I'm selling GU and my TP is 1.25500. I know I'm fast. That's why I'm repeating it every single time. All right. That's why I'm repeating it every single time. All right. So my entry position for AU, that is Australian dollar, versus United States dollars, AUD USD. All right, AUD USD. My entry position for the buy is 0.65681. 0.65681. 0.65 681. And my TP is 0.65777. 0.65777. What I just said now reminds me of my childhood experience. All right, let's leave there. Okay, so the entry position for the sell is 0.65451. 0.65451. All right, 0.65451. And my TP for the sell is 0.65341. 0.65341. 0.65341. 0.65341. Remember, you don't need to set up all the trades. Just pick few that appeals to you and then let the rest go. All right, that is how to do this. Okay, all right. So then let's go straight to the indices and of course gold. First of all, gold has actually been falling. I was actually expecting gold to have a more of a buy today, but I actually got disappointed when it kept on buying. All right, sorry, kept on selling actually. Trying to get back to that verified support. I just felt it's just going to push up from this particular region where it is, but it is not too late actually, because the move has not actually been very, very much. Now let's go to 15 minutes time frame and see what these instruments actually go for us. And before we do that, let's just change the template to remove some of these outliers. All right, you could see that on 15 minutes time frame, this particular trade is on a verified support. All right, it's on a verified support, and it's not been able to break below this particular support over the period of time. All right, so on 15 minutes time frame, what do you expect? Technically speaking, we should expect this market to push up, right? Technically speaking, we should expect the market to push up. So with that, I'm just going to be entering a very quick what is it called, buy on it. So I'm just going to be going in for a very quick buy on for the instruments to get to this point. Remember, I'm on 15 minutes time frame, right? I'm on 15 minutes time frame. All right. So with this kind of setup, I'm expecting the market to bounce off from this particular support and then get to this region. All right, but I'm going to be giving you two entries, which is the buy, which is an instant buy, and then a pending order sell. A pending order sell. But let's start up with the pending order sell. Yes, I know that this instrument, of course, very, very soon is going to be giving us the direction that we want. But okay, fine. Let's just no, let's finish up with the gold. So the gold on the sell front is going to be the entry position for the sell is going to be at price 1987, 1987.62. 1987.62. That is my entry position for the sell. All right. And that should also be your stop loss for the buy. Remember, I said the buy is going to be an instant buy with a take profit at 1995.28. 1995.28. That is my take profit for the buy. I am going in for an instant buy on gold. I'll be going in for an instant buy on gold. My take profit is going to be at 1995.28 rather. 1995.28. That is my take profit for the buy. But the sell is going to be a pending order. So you enter instant buy, put in your take profit. Then the sell will be a pending order, a pending sell, a sell stop. And the entry position is going to be at price 1987.62. 1987.62. That is the entry position, 1987.62. And the take profit is 1984.75. 1984.75. That is the take profit for gold. That now brings us to US 30. I'm expecting US 30 to sell. All right. Why? Because this particular instrument is already on a verified resistance. I'm expecting it to fall. Technically speaking, it should be selling. All right. Technically speaking, it should be selling. But US 100 is waiting for a breakout, especially on 1 hour time frame. The same thing with US 2000. I'm expecting US 2000 to also have a further sell direction on this particular at this time. But then going in for 15 minutes time frame, because that's what we're going to be trading on it, US 30 is already having a little bit of a push up. Why? Because it's bouncing off from this particular verified resistance right here. All right, and that is actually what we're going to be using to trade on it. You're looking at it on the verified resistance front. But technically speaking, because of this particular rundown, I'm expecting this particular instrument to still have a little bit of a sell. So I am actually going in for a sell at this point. All right. But for US what was it called? 100, yes, I'll be going in. Hold on, let's start with US 30. US 30 apparently is pushing up even with this massive resistance. So US 30, go ahead and follow up with the buy. All right, you could see that technically speaking, it's not supposed to break above here. All right, but because of it's the opening session of a New York session, so go ahead and open the buy. So go ahead and follow up with the buy, and on US 30, US 100 also, US 1000 follow up with the buy also, but US 100 also with the buy. So the two instruments, the two indices for today, the three indices actually is going in for a buy. So US 30, it's a buy. US 100, it's a buy, and US 2000 also, it's a buy. But don't stay too long on that trade. Each and every one of them are on resistance. That is the thing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Technically, it's not supposed to buy, but then because it's what's it called, the opening sessions, that's why you're having all these things, all these push-ups. Now looking at it on 1 hour time frame, you would know that there is no how these instruments should be buying, because all of them are on a proven resistance. Do you get? Every single thing here needs to fall. Every single one of them needs to fall. So you just going in for, if you're going in for a buy, please make sure that you don't stay for long. The only one you can actually stay for longer time is US 100. Yeah, so if you're going in for a buy on US 100, yeah, you can stay for, you're saying US 100 is on a resistance. What about US 30 and US 2000? Those ones, their resistance is even worse. All right. So for the period, US 100, you can buy it. US 30, just buy, but don't stay long, because it's going to be falling anytime soon. It's going to be falling very, very soon. Why? Look at it. Look at it. So you can go in for a buy, like I said, follow up with a buy, and then don't stay long on it. US 100, you can buy. US 30, you can buy also. But if you're a US 2000 trader, it's actually a, so what about gold? I already told you what to do about gold now, right? Okay, so for US 2000, I'm also going to be going in for from where it's currently pushing down, but I am not going to be and jumping into any sell right now. I'm not jumping into any sell on US 2000. I'm not jumping into any sell on the US 2000. So I'm still following the buy on US 100. I'm following the buy on US 30. Then for US 2000, if it comfortably goes below this price level, then you can sell it. All right. If it can comfortably go below these points, then just sell and then take your profit all the way at price. What is it called? Okay, set up a sell pending if you have the time on US 2000, or just wait for price to start pushing, then follow it up. All right, so US 2000, yeah, you can actually follow it up. Yeah, follow it. All right, follow it. But I'm going to be giving you a take profit point. So US 2000, you can go in for a sell, take your profit at 1869.5. 1869.5. That should be your take profit on US 2000. Please make sure that you don't exceed that point. 1869.8. That is should be your take profit for US 2000. All right, so US 2000, go in for a sell, take your profit at 1869.5. 1869.5. Now, because US 2000 is already selling, telling you that all these other buys might not stay for long. They will just push up and then all of them are going to crumble. So US 1000 is only taking the lead. So for US 1000, a sell, take your profit at 1869.5. Remember, US 100, you're not staying long, right? US 1000, US 30, you're not staying long on those buys. Those buys on US 30 and US 100, you are not staying long. Are we okay now? Just make your profit and then come out and reposition yourself for a sell. Position yourself for a sell. That thing you're seeing there is just a fake out. It's just a fake out. All right. It's most likely this candle is still going to bring it all the way back down. All right. Especially for US 30, but you can actually enjoy the ride. US 1000, just follow up with the sell, make some profit, and that is it. So for US 100, I believe it should already be on profit on those on US 100, and also on US 30 should already be on profit. It's still going to push up. The upward is not over yet, but don't stay too long. The best thing you can actually do for yourself is just if you have just done a price stacking, if you have just price stacked all of them by now, everyone maybe they'll be giving you like 5,000 naira, but that 5,000 naira would have been able to make you some profit. All right. So that is what we're actually looking at for. And that will be that for. Let's just quickly go to agro commodities. So for agro commodities, wheat, there's no any, okay, sorry, it has not, okay, it's supposed to have opened, but then there is no any gap on that. Corn, all right, corn actually had a gap up, yes. So for corn, I'm going in for a buy. I'm going in for a buy on corn. I'm going in for a buy on corn. I'm going in for a buy on soya bean. But wheat, I am not taking on any position for wheat. So for corn, it's a buy. And so soya bean, it's a buy. But um, but for wheat, there is no any position. So corn, you can take up your a buy on corn, also take up a buy on wheat. But for sorry, take up a buy on soya bean, take up a buy on corn. But for wheat, let it be. All right, let the soya bean be. Remember, if you don't have enough money, don't trade on these agro commodities. All right, don't trade on agro commodities if you don't have enough money in your account because it has a lot of weight. All right, and it's not as friendly as you think. It might be profitable, but it's not very friendly. So please, if you don't have enough money to trade on it, please don't trade on it then. All right, so that is that for that instrument. All right, so I believe that, remember I told you that on US 100, you should not stay for long. US 30, you should not stay for long. But US 2000, I am going in for a sale. I already told you. And gold, I told you that gold is actually going to be going in for instant buy, right? But this particular sale you're seeing most likely is going to take profit, but that buy is still going to come all the way back up. That buy on gold is going to come back up, right? All right, so for GBP USD, yeah, we said GBP USD is going to be going in for a sell, and USD CAD is going to be a pending order. We said also for USD JPY, it's a sell, and then Euro USD is going to be a pending order. It's already triggered a sell, and it's going to be falling all the way back down. Yeah, so every single thing still stands. And I told you that for dollar index, there is not any particular direction because it is ranging in between a proven resistance and a verified resistance. All right. Okay, so that is that for today. US 2000 is still going to fall. US 100 it's on a buy, but then it's not going to stay for long. US 30 also the same thing. All right, so that is what we're looking at for. And we said soya bean is a buy, corn it's a buy, but wheat, I'm not taking up any position on wheat. All right, I'm not taking up any position for wheat because it didn't obey the but if you have any other other strategy that I normally use to trade on this particular instrument, perfect, you can use that. So with that, remember that dollar index is just ranging in between here and it's still doing exactly that. It's still doing exactly that. So with that in mind, thank you everybody for joining me. Remember, tomorrow's class is by 2 p.m. All right, and it's going to be strictly for fundamentals for the CPI. I believe you should be able to join early enough. All right, do well to join early enough because we're just taking up those entries and then hopefully it's going to hit our take profit once you enter them. All right, so with that in mind, thank you everybody for joining me today. See you tomorrow by 2 p.m. And if you're in Lagos, start getting ready for 14th of this month. We're having the biggest Megaton. So we're having the biggest Megaton event you've ever seen. And it's 14th of this month. All right. So thank you everybody for joining me. Do have a lovely day and see you on 14th.